Really, I'm hood rich. I'm really a star. I can't wait to be famous. 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 Really, I'm hood rich. I'm really a star. I can't wait to be famous.
Really, I'm haunted. I'm haunted by hundreds.
Let's keep it 100. You got. What up, doing? It's your boy Common Sense, man. And we already know that common sense isn't common. Alright, look, so today, man, we got Rob Parker hating on LeBron James and Bronny James. Now, look, in my opinion, bro, I hate when I see black men speaking against another black man's accomplishments or something that should be applauded. The shit that LeBron did, bro, is definitely amazing. It showed how much power he actually have and how much power that a power player like himself and others actually have. Alright? I'm your boy Common Sense. Like the video because liking the video is more important to the YouTube algorithm these days. Subscribe to the boy if you're feeling the content. It's a reaction. Let's go.
James, the son of LeBron James, was drafted with the 55th pick of the NBA draft by the Lakers. And he will join his dad. Rob and I have said all along that Bronny is going to be a Laker, and he is.
They definitely spoke that into existence.
You haven't been able to share your thoughts on this show, so go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Chris, I want to make this very clear. This is not anything to do with Bronny. It doesn't. I get it. It's his father trying to do what's right or help his kid in any way he can. I don't have any kids. I never played professional sport.
That alone should be enough. Right there. That should be enough. It's not like Bronny is not a basketball player. It's not like the NBA draft was a deep draft. I probably could agree with somebody who think like Rob if I felt like Bronny getting drafted at the 55th pick was something that like he took somebody else's position. Somebody could have, it was a better player there outside of Bronny James. At the end of the day, we didn't know nobody in the draft. And the fact that I just said that it might have been possible, but ain't nobody brought the shit up. The shit all over ESPN. If that was the case, it would have been brought up. You feel me?
I get all that. But I must admit, I think this is the worst decision that's ever happened in professional sports. And I'm dead serious when I say that. The worst.
By a team, a
Not just
player?
all around. Everybody involved in this, because it changes what the essence of the game has always been, which is about competition. Chris, this is what we've always talked about, and the reason why you have an NFL where you have essentially 99% of the owners are white, and yet the league is 70% black. Meritocracy is what allowed this to be the case. They didn't go out and just fill their teams with people who look like them because they own the team and said, I don't care, I'm going to do what I want to do and no one can tell me because I own the team. It was about the best people went out there, played the game, and the people who deserve to get jobs got jobs. I heard a lot of people.
Hold on. The fact that he know that NFL and NBA teams is 99% owned by white men is the exact reason why he need to shut the fuck up on this. One person getting their son in the NBA when he felt like the son probably shouldn't be there. I don't know, because I feel like Bronny at some point definitely was going to be an NBA player. He probably would have got drafted regardless, bro, because the draft was so, you know what I'm saying, dry. Yeah, bro, the fact that he know that fact right there, bro, is the main reason why he could have kept this thought to himself. My opinion.
Throw around nepotism. And there's plenty of nepotism, and I've been critical
I was
of
one that threw it around.
Yeah, I've plenty. And I've thrown out nepotism. Chris, It's wrong. We've seen it, especially in the front office.
Oh,
but
gosh.
it ain't
Staffs, front office,
right.
all that.
But it ain't the same as what we've seen here as far as
Why it
on
ain't,
the
bro?
field. Someone would have to show me on the field where some guy got his son a spot on a team or some owner.
Man, listen, bro. That's because my man's just talking about apples and oranges. He's saying that it happens in the front office, but it don't happen on the field. LeBron don't own the team. Listen, you probably don't see it in the field because these motherfuckers know that the money that's being made on the field is bullshit. And being in the front office is where the real money is made, especially where they probably put in their kids, cousins, nephews, the positions that they put in them in the front office. Again, the fact that he know that the front office is getting people in position that probably shouldn't be there, or their children is getting front office positions over people that's probably more qualified, is another reason why he could have kept this shit to himself.
Put his nephew on. I'll just take the last spot on the roster. It doesn't matter. I want you to be on the team because I own the team. And that's the part, I think, when LeBron looks at his legacy, that he'll be leaving the sport in a worse place than when he got here. And what I mean is he's opened up a Pandora's box now to where I don't know how you tell people not to do what he just did, right? His kid, by all
everybody can't do that shit though.
Not Rob Parker as a scout, all the scouts, smaller guard Chris, he didn't have a great year in college, all this thing. He might have made a team, might have been able to be on a team as a non-drafted player and worked his way through and all that, right? Could have. But this was like, no, he's coming to the Lakers, get out of the way, don't draft him. This is all about LeBron making this happen. I remember when Tim Tebow went down to Jacksonville. People were like, what? To play a position he had never played. He was an older player, but Urban Meyer, oh, that's my next door neighbor. People weren't with it. People throw out the Dallas Cowboys. Chris, it's filled with nepotism. He has all of his kids in the front office. But I could justify a family business where you're hiring people in your family more so than I can on a team or on a... Because
right, it's still nepotism.
And I'm not saying I'm against nepotism, but I'm against nepotism. What I'm saying is, when you play on the field, that is supposed to be based on your merit, your ability, and that's where someone would have to show me where owners have done this in the past, because I can't find it. I can't.
To me, bro, he pretty much making it a double standard. That's what I'm hearing. It's okay to do it in the front office, but it's not okay to do it in the field because the field is supposed to be based on competition. Bro, fuck that. This shit never happens. You talking about opening up Pandora boxes, bro. It's only going to be a handful of players, bro, that will have the power to do that shit. It should go to show you how much these people care about their money that they even allowed this to happen. In my opinion, Bronny's supposed to be an NBA player anyways. And I'm not a fucking LeBron James big fan. I'm not a big LeBron James fan like that, so I'm not being biased in the situation. But the young man grew up playing basketball his whole goddamn life, bro. He was going to make it to the NBA at some point, in my opinion. But you can't turn your eye at the front office nepotism and then try to point your finger to what's going on in the field and say that that's a bad thing. No, bro. Like, again, the fact that you know these facts, shut the fuck up.
Find where they put somebody on a team because they own the team or they wanted to help out their kid.
Tebow was essentially nepotism.
No, but he didn't make the
team. No, but he got a tryout.
But I'm talking about Andy Reid's kids. Bill Belichick's kid? Did he put him on a team, or did he go, hey, you can work your way up?
Well,
go
they
in the
would
film
get
room?
broken in half.
Right.
I mean, they're not even remotely like. Here's where I disagree with you.
Good
overall.
enough to play on the team.
And there are
Shit.
players. It's not just front office and coaching staff where we've seen this. Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Think he's much of a player?
But,
No.
wait a minute. The difference.
He's
can
on
I
the
say this?
Bucks.
Okay, but was he? Well, who drafted him?
I don't know who drafted him, but he's
The-
got a contract now with the Bucks because Giannis is on the Bucks.
No, but the
Yeah.
Knicks drafted him, and let me say this, Chris. I'm glad you brought that up. That came after Giannis's first year when he averaged 6 points and 4 rebounds. So it wasn't as if he was a big star and they knew it. Giannis didn't even blossom yet when the Knicks drafted his brother. So that's not where
he's
Giannis
still
got
on the team.
No, but I'm talking about he was a
shown
draft.
nothing
He was
in the
drafted
NBA.
originally by the Knicks after Giannis didn't have a big year. So Giannis had no
That's
play.
a good point. I
couldn't
give
tell
him that.
The Knicks to draft his brother. He averaged 6 points his rookie year.
It's possible that Bronny would have got drafted.
Facts. Listen, so what he just said, that's a good point. I give him that. Giannis' brother was drafted to the league on his own doing because the Knicks drafted him there. All right, I will give him that. That's a good point. But at the end of the day, bro, you still putting out your damn opinion on this shit being wrong, and you know that it's being done in every other area when it comes to these teams. Shut the fuck up.
Because here's the thing. You
don't
brought
believe
up,
it.
I mean, I'm told 4 teams were interested. I heard Ty Lue wanted him with the Clippers. Minnesota had interest. Toronto had interest. Phoenix only wanted him for LeBron, but Phoenix had interest. So I'm told that one of those teams could have drafted him. Why was Rich Paul calling around? If it was like, man, please. We ain't thinking about no Bronny
Facts.
James. Why
It
was
wasn't
Rich
all the
Paul
way
calling and
left
texting
field.
teams saying don't draft him?
Yeah.
No,
If there was no chance he was going to get drafted.
Hold on, I will say this though. Motherfuckers was gonna draft him because they wanted LeBron. They thought if they drafted Bronny, then they would get LeBron. Man, listen, the draft this year was whack. If it was obvious that Bronny at the 55th pick took somebody's position or took a draft pick for, they went and drafted Bronny when it was a better player out there, then I probably would be more understanding. But at this point, bro, the 55th pick, bro, it wasn't nobody else there. And clearly, I ain't the scout, so I don't know all the players. But to me, my opinion, if it was somebody there, somebody, bro, and on this analyst shit, even Rob Parker, would have brought the player name up, in my opinion.
Difference here is when you talk about those situations, if this was Bronny James played at USC and somebody wants to, people take flyers, Chris, all the time in the second round on people. I hear what you're saying.
How is this different? I mean, I get it, it's different because his dad, but I'm just saying.
That's the only
Bronny
difference.
was the 19th ranked player.
Chris, he didn't.
Can we finish?
Okay.
He was the 19th ranked player in his senior class, before he had the cardiac arrest. And I do think the cardiac arrest impacted his season with USC, which we know wasn't
That's
good.
very much
But
possible.
he made obviously McDonald's All-American. Some say that was because of LeBron. I don't know. He was 19th ranked player in his class, so that's close to McDonald's All-American anyway. And they're different rankings. So that's my point. It's not like you said, an owner putting their son on the team. Most owners' sons probably weren't close to being Division I basketball
Michael
players.
Jordan
let alone-
owned the Hornets. He had 2 sons. He could have put one of them on there.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe they weren't close to as good as
He didn't have to.
even on the
He could
NBA
be
map.
He don't have to be. They
What
play
I'm
college
telling you is,
basketball.
it's arguable that Bronny was an NBA prospect.
Okay, it's arguable
because
after the fact.
he went to the It was you saw the reviews of him in Chicago.
I
the
heard
pre-draft
plenty of
camp.
scouts who said that they didn't think that he was an
Right,
NBA,
but
that
you
he wasn't
also
an NBA
heard
player.
Right, but you also heard other ones saying he shot it well. He's
Facts.
a plus athlete.
And scouts don't know it all.
Haberstroh did a story.
Scouts don't know it all. They miss out on great players all the goddamn time.
Legacy players whose fathers played in the league tend to overperform with their draft status. So, like, Jalen Brunson has obviously been better than his draft status.
Yeah.
And that goes for a lot of players. And so there were some, that's what happens with second-round picks. Some people like them, think they're NBA players. Some people don't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it ain't like Bronny was some. And a lot of guys that put up bad numbers got drafted. Whether they put them up in Europe or whether they put them up in the NBA. Or, you know, college basketball, I should say, Division I.
The whole process feels bad, doesn't feel good. I feel bad for Bronny from the standpoint of where people will look at him, where if this was on his own merit, Chris, and I'm saying on his own merit, and anybody drafted him and he worked his way through or whatever worked through it was, I think he would have had a better situation or a better chance without having people wear this on him, that the only reason he's there.
Man, motherfuckers was going to do that regardless. Like Chris said earlier, bro, he made it to the McDonald team, and that shit ain't had nothing to do with LeBron. He was 19th in his class, bro. He was supposed to make it to the All-American McDonald team, and motherfuckers was still saying he only made it because LeBron was his dad. So that shit was going to happen regardless, all right? Again, to me, Rob Parker is hating. A black man should not be speaking out in public, bro, when they know certain facts like nepotism is going on in front offices and other areas in the NBA and NFL. That's just my opinion, bro. He could have kept this thought to himself. All right. I'm your boy Common Sense. Like the video. Subscribe to the boy if you're feeling the content. I'm doing what I always do. And I'm signing off. Peace.